guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be part vlog, part makeup purge, declutter. And this is my last day off work before I go back since I had my gallbladder surgery. I have had a really great week of resting and recuperating, and yeah, it's time to go back. So I don't go for my follow-up until a couple days from now, but in the meantime, I'm gonna try to get back in the swing of things. And part of that is I wanted to get a couple things done around the house before I went back to work. It just didn't happen. I wasn't feeling 100%. I wasn't feeling 50% most of the time. So it didn't happen. But today I have a couple things on my to-do list, and I thought that I would share one of those tasks with you, and that is decluttering and organizing my makeup finally. Or perhaps you saw the video where I mentioned that I was getting the new IKEA furniture, like the Alex drawers and desks, in my craft room. So everything finally matches furniture-wise, and it's just like the color palette of the room is lighter and brighter, and it just feels more cheerful to be in here, which I'm really excited about. So part of that is now to get everything like that we took out of the closet sorted, what we're gonna keep, what we're gonna throw away, what we're gonna donate, and actually just get everything in its place. I'm going to share the declutter with you, but the next video that I'm going to show you is like when that desk, when that vanity is complete. So, that's it. Today I have a couple other things I need to get done. It is gorgeous. It is 76 degrees and sunny, so not 76 degrees and raining. And so I actually scheduled a haircut because I just want to put this out there to any of you ladies who may struggle with sleep. I struggle with sleep. I'm a night owl. About a couple days before my surgery, I was kind of like nervous about it, and I had a hard time sleeping, and you know, I started that night owl crap like the Friday before, and I started watching this video on how to cut your hair, but cut your own layers into your hair. It grows very quickly, so I thought, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna follow this technique, and I'm gonna save myself a trip to the salon. No. So I just want to put it out there. If you cannot sleep and it is 1 o'clock in the morning, do not cut your hair. And probably the only person I'm talking to and have to like actually say that to is myself, because that's what I did. I watched a couple different videos, and these girls with gorgeous long hair are just like putting in a hair tie over here, putting a hair tie over here, and brushing the back up and cutting this layer. And I'm like, you know what? I can do that. I can do that because my hair grows quick, and I'm gonna do this. And I did it, and it was a disaster. So I put all these crazy, weird, choppy steps into my hair, and that would be okay because, like I said, my hair grows quick, but it doesn't lay right. And since my hair is really thin, I need like the kind of oomph on top, and I really screwed it up. So I'm gonna get a haircut this afternoon, and hopefully the stylist will not judge me too harshly. Whatever, I don't care. Yeah, so the next video I'm going to show you is actually going through my makeup piece by piece. I will fast forward it and just play some music to it, just so it's just in the interest of saving time. And then after that, like I said, my next video will be the finished product, the finished vanity side. Now my desk is over there across the room. That is nowhere even near being attempted to be organized at this point. So I figured if I could just get the vanity done today, I would go back to work feeling like I really accomplished something besides recouping, which is an accomplishment in itself. So anyway, that being said, it's 5 minutes into this video, which is ridiculous, and let me just get
started. Alright guys, welcome to my mess. Here is my vanity with a bunch of crap on it. So a lot of it is makeup that I need to address, and this big flower planter right here in the center is actually full of some recent Dollar Tree purchases that I will share with you in a separate video. But then we have the acrylic over here. These are my Lori Grenier drawers that I have not put one solitary item in so far. They are completely empty. Over here to the left, over here to the right, and then to the left of this desk is another set of the nine drawer Alex units. So I have 2 of those that I can also fill up. So this is what I'm dealing with, and basically if you take this picture and times it by everything in this room, that is what this room is looking like right now. So don't judge too harshly. let me just get some of this cleared off. I'm gonna get the basket of makeup up on here so everybody can have a clean view, and we will get started on. Okay guys, this is about as panned out as the shot is going to get. As you can see, I have lots of palettes over here in this area. I have some odds and ends back in this organizer, and this here is full of makeup. So I think that I have one other basket, and it is somewhere. It's like MIA right now, but I'm gonna save as much as possible, and I'm gonna start working on my makeup of the week that I used to do. I used to do that on this channel all the time, where I would like pluck out a certain eyeshadow palette for the week, certain lipstick, lip gloss, things like that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna try and get through some of these things. But in the meantime, this is what I'm going to be working on, and I'm gonna get started. So this basically is my eyeshadow collection, and I do have a couple newer palettes that aren't in the mix here, but I am going to actually go through this collection first, and I did throw a couple of eyeshadows into this bin here. I just wanted to kind of separate as much as possible the first category, which again will be my eyeshadows. So I'm going to go through those. For the most part, my eyeshadows are in good condition. The packaging and containers, cases, whatever, they need cleaned up a bit. So I'm going to grab some baby wipes or some Clorox wipes, whatever I can find, and I'm going to actually start cleaning them as I go, because for the most part, none of them are so old that I think I would throw them away at this point, except maybe a couple, and I'd like to save as much as possible and just start going through them. So as you can see back here, I have lots of the Too Faced smaller palettes and things like that, and I'm going to go through those as well, but I'm going to grab the rest of the eyeshadows that I can find and start going. I just tried to do a video on showing you what palettes I'm not keeping, and it went way too long, so I'm just going to go through it one more time. This Coastal Scents palette is going to go. This old CoverGirl palette. No Neutral Ground by Wet n Wild. Unfortunately, there's nothing wrong with some of these, except I just don't wear them and the color payoff isn't there, and I really, for Maybelline shadows, I feel like the color payoff is not there. That's the case. I think that the colors are beautiful, but for me, I don't know what it is about my eyelids, but Maybelline shadows just don't go on very vividly. So I'm getting rid of this one. These are the limited editions. And again, beautiful, but it's just not working out for me. This one was from Dollar Tree. It's a Milani, and unfortunately underneath that first layer of sparkle is not much sparkle. This one is the I Love Matte by Wet n Wild. I love Wet n Wild shadows. These ones that I'm getting rid of are just ones that I don't use. This contour palette by Maybelline, not a fan at all. This one is in Lust, and I really like the colors, I just never wear them. So, and again, that's what the Purge is all about. It's about getting rid of stuff you don't use. A great glistener, so I can actually focus on the things that I want to use up. This palette is so old by CoverGirl, and it's so well used. I think the one on the far left is almost at pan, but it's just so old. I feel bad about getting rid of this palette because I purchased this in Paris as a souvenir in 2005 or 6. And it's really, really beautiful on the inside, but it has some really, really muted shades that I don't really wear anymore. So unfortunately, that's going to go. This is just a simple little palette from Forever 21. It's pretty old. A Daisy Fuentes full face palette. This has blush, lip gloss, the whole 9 yards in it. I got that at Kohl's. This is a Sonia Kashuk palette that is a smoky eye, and I never use this. And this is the Chic Naturals by Maybelline, and this is pretty well loved. I did like these shadows, but again, they're just not very pigmented. And the JLo Glow, this is a full face kit too, and I bought this at Kohl's as well. Unfortunately, I'm also going to be getting rid of this Kat Von D palette. I just don't wear these shadows, and I feel really, really bad about it because it's, you know, it's a gorgeous palette, and I am such a fan of her makeup, but this is not something that I wear all the time, so I'd like to maybe give this one away to somebody who will actually like it. Honestly, I may have swatched maybe this little trio before, but nothing else. This isn't worn or anything. I did use the lip glosses that this came with, so as you can see, those are gone. But guys, let me know if you want me to do a giveaway of this, because if you do, I will run a giveaway just quickly, you know, to somebody who would really, really enjoy this. Again, I just need to dust it off a bit, but it's a great palette. It's just, unfortunately, it's just not for me. So that's it. Let me show you the ones we're back at my vanity, and I'm going to make this keeper section the last segment of this particular video, and then I'll be back with the other parts to my makeup purge, and then of course the vanity tour. So I just want to give you just a really quick snapshot of what I'm keeping. I have all of my Too Faced palettes here, and I'm definitely not getting rid of those because I think the quality is great and I reach for them pretty often. I love this palette by Wet n Wild. It's called Sweet as Candy, and I just think it's beautiful, and I love Wet n Wild shadows. So I think for me the color payoff is always excellent, and I just love it. I'm keeping my little Naked 2 by Urban Decay. This is the basics, so I'm keeping that. I'm keeping this CoverGirl Nudes, and I'm going to take this to work. There's a couple that I'm going to take to work. I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk palette to work as well. I love this for the summer for a tan. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll throw this in my work bag just so I have it at home too. This is really, really gorgeous. I don't know why I don't reach for it, but it has this really cool kind of woven wicker outside, and it's so summery, so I definitely want to hold on to that. And then I have one of these Sassy Eye palettes by Hard Candy that I picked up at Walmart. These two I'm going to take to work and leave these in my desk. So moving on, I'm going to keep these two L'Oreal palettes in case I decide to really get into them because I think they're so gorgeous. So I have the La Palette Nude 2 and the La Palette Nude 1. So I'm gonna get working on those. And I have this palette that I recently got by Tarte, and this one, what the heck was this called? Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. So I'm gonna hold on to that. And of course I just hauled this, so I'm definitely keeping it. This is the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. And then this is my Naked 2 palette, my original Naked palettes, and the Lorac Pro palettes. And I don't have the Naked 3. I never got it. I just didn't think the colors were for me, so that is not part of my collection. This I just hauled. Oh, I have makeup on the desk. Oh, I just made that so much better. Anyway, oh my gosh. Let me get my trusty Dollar Tree rag out. Anyway, I'll clean that up. But this is my Lorac California Dreamin' palette. I just hauled this in my recent Sephora haul. Love it. This palette is so pretty. I got this from Kohl's, and it's by Elle. How gorgeous are these colors? I mean, honestly, this is so beautiful and versatile, so I'm definitely going to hold on to that, start using it. This is like, I don't know, this is something that everybody I think has in their collection because it's such a classic, and this is the Comfort Zone by Wet n Wild. I would not get rid of this. I love it. I think it's amazing. This is my Stila palette in the light, so I'm going to hold on to that. This is my BH Cosmetics Carly Bible. This is the eyeshadow and highlighter palette. This is my Tartist Pro eyeshadow palette, and I got that pretty recently. And this is my Urban Decay, and my husband got me this as an anniversary present, or I think it was an anniversary present. I don't think it was a Christmas present one year. And you actually take it out of its velvet casing. It's so fancy. I love it so much. And there's gorgeous shadows inside. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you like this type of video, because I'm going to keep on with this series and give you my progress on what's going on. And I cannot wait to do the vanity tour when I finally have my shit together. You know, I just need to get this done. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.